Okay, so today's video is going to be on how you can get a good workout with minimal equipment. So say you're in a holiday or you're at a hotel, or in this case I'm in a studio right now and there's not much around me, but you can still get a good workout in. So I'm going to run you through some of the best exercises that I know and that I do when I'm traveling or when I don't have that much equipment. Exercise number one is going to be a pull-up, and most places you go to, most studios, most hotels will have some sort of pull-up bar. Even if it's like a park or something, you'll have a pull-up bar, and it's a simple exercise to work your back and biceps depending on how you do it. So you hold the bar first of all, shoulder width apart, or slightly more than shoulder width apart. What you're doing is you're directing movement with your elbows. You're pulling your elbows back towards your back pocket and raising it again. This sort of movement. So it will look like this. Belt on the shoulder width apart, and so like I said, that's working your back, mainly your lats, and it's going to be working your biceps as well as a secondary muscle group. And next we're going to move on to chin-ups. Now these are like the pull-up, it's pretty much the same movement, but instead we're going to be holding it in either a hammer grip, so neutral, which is like that, or in an underarm grip, so your hands will be supinated. And this is going to work your biceps a lot more compared to your back, and can also be added into your pulling routine. So if you're doing a back day or a pull day, you can add pull-ups and chin-ups and do both of those exercises. And this will look like this. First one is neutral grip, which is going to be here. And if you have like wrist problems, neutral grip can be a lot easier for a lot of people. Whether you're doing a chin-up or if you're doing even a bicep curl or hammer curl, they can be pretty helpful. So look like this. That's neutral grip chin up, and you've got the supinated grip chin up as well. Which is very good working the biceps. Continuing with the biceps, this exercise is actually going to be using the cable machine here. And if you're going to get an attachment, you can get a rope, you can get any sort of attachment is really good if you pull your biceps. In this case, we're going to use the rope, but to be honest, any attachment is good. And you're going to move this to the bottom of the rack. So let me see. Move to the bottom. And now from here, I'm going to hold both sides, make sure the rope is the same length on both sides. Start at the bottom and doing this movement. I'm going to put the rep ranges up on the screen for any of the exercises I'm doing. Make sure you lower it slowly on the way down and squeeze the way up and slowly and squeeze. You can do this with two arms, you can do it with one arm, your eye still good. If you feel like the range of motion isn't enough, you can step back and that will increase the tension on the cable and pull from here. If it does keep banging the ground, if the weight do keep banging the ground on the way down. That is a cable curl, and depending on the attachment you use, you can adjust it to make it more comfortable for your wrists if you do have pain. Now, another exercise that is great for the biceps is going to be a drag curl. I'm going to call it a drag curl at least. And you get this attachment, so it's just a handle, a normal handle attachment. And you're going to turn, so you're facing away from the machine, extend your arm, and then, as the name suggests, you're dragging your forearm up towards your shoulder, this movement. This is working the biceps as well. Adjust your feet so you're balanced and drag. Out, drag. Again, exercise for the biceps. And most gyms you go to will have some sort of free weight. In this instance, I've only got a kettlebell. It's not heavy, 10 pounds, so probably roughly 5 kilograms. Maybe you'll have a dumbbell or something like that. And the next exercise you can do for this is going to be a curl. So let me just adjust the camera quickly. You can curl the weight like this, stand the bicep curl, lower it slowly, and back up, turn, like that. Or if you really want to work your forearm strength and stability, you can keep the kettlebell like this as you're doing the curl, and that really forces your forearm to stay activated during the lift. I currently don't actually have dumbbells with me, but I still think this is a great exercise that I should include. So I'm going to demonstrate it without having any weights in my hand. And it's called the 21s. So what you'll do is you'll have 2 dumbbells in your hands, and you'll break down 21 reps into 7s. So 3 sets, sort of, we call it 3 sets or 3 rounds of 7 reps. The first 7 reps you do are going to be half reps like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next 7 reps you do will be at the top like this, and go down halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the final 7 reps you do will be all the way down, all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's 21, so that's 1 round. And you'll do that as many times as you can. I used to do it with my friends in school. We go to the gym in jeans, literally jeans and like a t-shirt, straight to the bicep section, no warm up, grab the weights, we'll grab like 12s, or whoever was strong will grab maybe 16s, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have a little break and go again and go again. That's a really good workout to do. You don't have many heavy weights or you're limited with equipment, so you can do that with 10 kilograms and you'll actually get a really good workout just because of the volume you're doing. So 21's another good exercise for biceps. And now another exercise that's great for the back, in particular lats, we also work on traps as well. It's a standing cable rope. So you can put it whatever sort of, anywhere you can do it even low or you can put it high. I'm putting it in the middle right now. And you're going to stand, take a step back, just take all the slack out of your arm, so it's straight. And from here, you're putting your elbow to your back. And you're putting it down at the same time, so it's moving like this. And let it go forward, and back, forward, and back. And you're really squeezing your lats as you're putting it down. Maybe even turn so you can see my back working. And squeeze, let it go down, squeeze, let it go down, and squeeze. Do the other one now. Standing cable rows, excellent exercise. Love it. You can also do this seated. I'm going to do it seated and demonstrate how that looks. Okay, now we're working the back from seated position. As usual, position yourself so there's no slack in your arms or in the cable. Chest up, putting our elbows behind us. 1, 2. And make sure you keep your elbows low, don't bring them high, up. Keep them low to your hips and pull them just behind your back and forward. Like that. Making sure we're not pulling with our arms. We're not doing this. I'm not working my back, I'm doing this. Pull from your elbows and bring them behind you and not using your biceps. If you want to work your biceps, great, you can do that. This is another exercise for the biceps. And you're curling, see from the seated position, like this. But in this exercise, we're not working our biceps, we're doing our back, so we're going to keep our chest up and pull from our elbows instead. And progressively overload that by adding more weight, by doing more reps. Okay, and I've just found the weights, so I'm going to demonstrate a 21 now. This is 1 set of a 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this isn't heavy weight, this is what, 6 kilograms, and I still felt that, and I've been doing this for quite a while. So 21's a very good exercise to do if you've got limited equipment and don't have heavy weights. Now one thing to remember is whenever you're doing some sort of bicep curl or even tricep exercise, you want to remember your elbow is the pivot point. Your elbow should not be moving. It shouldn't be swinging forward like that. If it does, the weight's probably too heavy. It shouldn't be going backwards. If it is back a little bit, keep it back. But rule of thumb, it should be by your side and it should stay in place, and that's the pivot point for your arm to move in this sort of fashion. why I said you can keep it back sometimes is if you want to take away some of the swing, and I see the bicep really well, this is called a drag curl. You actually move your elbow a little bit back and do this sort of movement, so you're dragging your forearm up. And that is also fine, but if you are new to doing curls and you want to get your form on point, I just say stick to keeping your elbow locked to your side and curling from there.